During these tense apocalyptic times where a virus ravages the world and the global stock market sends us into another Great Depression, we all have to do our part to heal this planet. If we don't do that now, who will? Who is finally going to stand up and do the right thing? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have decided to watch Barney's Great Adventure and give an in-depth analysis on the big purple son of a fucking bitch.
2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4.
I can see why this is so popular.
The year was 1998, a year of tragedy and disgrace. Bill Clinton became entangled in a scandal involving a sexual relationship with a 22-year-old White House intern named Monica Lewinsky.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Beloved SNL and The Simpsons actor Phil Hartman's life was cut short in a tragic murder-suicide at the hands of his wife. The film industry, however, was releasing what would become a roster of classic films. The Big Lebowski, Saving Private Ryan, The Truman Show, American History X, and of course, Barney's Great Adventure. The Purple Boy's first step into the theatrical film world. Something that the world, dare I say, wasn't ready for. Fine, I'll admit it. I was obsessed with Barney as a child. I was obsessed with the show, of course, but even more so, I was obsessed with the movie. I couldn't watch this film without holding my Barney plushie tight against my little frail boy body. I don't know why I phrased it that way, but I'm not re-recording it. As the years flew by, Barney left my mind, and for the most part, his movie has completely vanished from my memories. I remember a rainbow egg and hot air balloons, but this is about all I have left of the Big Purple Man from my dreams. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, how do you create an engaging story featuring Barney the dinosaur that can possibly extend into a feature-length film?
Let's find out.
So we start off with a lame white family driving out to the country with some bizarre Barney-themed song playing.
If Barney the dinosaur comes knocking on your front door, just go and play with him.
Already I feel unsettled and regretful. Naturally, we have two young girls with a Barney plushie who love to use their imaginations.
Talk to the hand, cause the face ain't home. Leave a message at the tone. Beep.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Back the fuck up! I'll knock the fuck out of you.
And a total dickhole brother named Cody who thinks imaginations are for lady folks and socialists.
Imaginations?
It's kid stuff.
Cody is going to have to spend some time at his grandparents' farm without cable television. You know what, Cody? You should enjoy spending time with your grandparents. You don't know when a global pandemic's going to come around and rip them right from your grasp. Then you're going to have to pretend with your imagination that they're not dead. Sorry, it's a stressful time. Cody continues to bully his sister and her friend about using their imagination until Barney the big foam pervert literally takes a shower in front of them in a scene straight out of a horror film.
Towel, please.
Now Cody has to contemplate the reality of his universe as he watches a giant sentient stuffed animal that just came to life play with his baby sister in a barn.
What is this, some kind of a joke? And real dinosaurs don't laugh.
You know, maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
In response to criticisms, Barney sings a song about imagination and then repeatedly physically assaults the young boy. In a moment of pure desperation, Cody tries to erase Barney from existence using his imagination.
I do not believe in you.
but the man-sized, inhumanly strong puppet just mocks him.
That's okay, Cody. I believe in you.
Cody tries to tell his grandparents about the terrifying mutant visitor, but they ignore him. The grandpa simply sings a song about how horny he is for the grandma.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
Ask your doctor. Viagra is right for you.
And the two head inside to go to Pound Town. Once again, Barney shows up to torture Cody, the fabric of reality seemingly crumbling in front of his eyes. Cody proceeds to wish upon a star to have an adventure away from his horny grandparents.
I wish I could have a real adventure this summer. Do things that no one else has done before. That would be cool.
It turns out that the star is actually an egg falling from space that lands on the farm. The next day, Barney and the children have wacky farm antics, scaring the helpless and confused animals for life. Cody then stumbles upon the egg in the barn, which then proceeds to light up and gain a colorful ring. The kids try to show their grandparents the egg, but Barney has wandered off into the house and has proceeded to start changing a baby.
Get this old wet diaper off of you and you'll feel much better.
Jesus Christ, Barney, this isn't appropriate. You can't just change a stranger's baby, you criminal. I want to know if Barney was in the Epstein flight logs. The gang heads to a neighbor's house. Apparently, she knows about birds, and therefore will know about the mysterious cosmic rainbow egg. They find out that it's a dream maker egg that will hatch when all the rings light up.
The egg will hatch when all 5 of these rings light up, but it'll only hatch in the very spot where Cody found it.
It's at this point in the story that dipshit Cody loses the egg, which ends up on a truck heading in the opposite direction. Barney quickly builds a rickshaw using his imagination and then chases after the car. In a reference to the movie Ben-Hur, pretty sure even in 1998, 4-year-old children didn't know Ben-Hur. Once again, they lose the egg, but not before Barney gives us a quick lesson about looking both ways before crossing the road.
Oh, wait a minute.
What is it, Barney?
What are the rules about crossing the streets?
Always look both ways?
That's right.
And then shortly thereafterwards, runs into the street with no caution at all. The egg ends up inside of a fancy restaurant where Barney sings a song strangely out of character. And then they end up at a carnival looking for the egg, and wacky shenanigans. So long story short, the egg ends up on some steampunk man's hot air balloon, and our 4 main characters have to pretend a log is a plane, which leads to the highest tech scene of 1998. Holy fuck, Barney is really flying! It looks like one of those motion simulator arcade games from the early 2000s. Am I the only one that remembers those? There's one with a kayak. The man gives them back their egg, but it causes his hot air balloon to become unbalanced, and therefore leads to his untimely death. The gang horrifically crash lands on their grandparents' farm, and the grandparents finally meet the grown man in a suit who has kidnapped their grandchildren.
Hey!
Yes, I know. A lot of hay.
Who the fuck are you? Yeah!
They take the egg into the barn where it can finally hatch. And the dream catcher is revealed to be some leftover koala puppet they had around the studio, probably for some other public access show. And apparently the dream maker can see your dreams, and it's revealed that Abby wants to be a horse racer, apparently. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? I'm 20 years out of the age range for this movie, so why am I watching it, and why does it matter? It doesn't matter. The fact is that I watched it multiple times. To do this for you, the humble watcher of YouTube videos. So then the dream baby shoots his weird sparkly imagination juice all over the house. And when the kids are like, why did it do that?
Well, he's telling us he knows what my dream is. It's a special time, a special place, and sharing it all with the people I love.
What? Doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyways, then Barney just turns back into a plushie. And so does the dream maker, who was never a plushie. And then he just That's the end of the movie. Okay. So that was Barney's Great Adventure. A very forgettable bad movie. Not really a fun bad movie worth rewatching unless you're super nostalgic for it. You must be asking yourself, did you expect something different from a Barney movie? Did you expect it to be good? No. No. Then why'd you watch it? And why are you recording in a closet? The answer to both of those things is because I'm manically depressed and my life is in shambles.